Hey guys, what's up? My name is StophJ on Instagram and all the other social media things you could possibly imagine. I am here because I've been thinking a lot recently of trying to start some kind of local podcast about people and the cars they drive to car shows and the work they've put into them and the kind of the story behind each person in their own build. I think it would be really interesting. I think it's something that we kind of miss in the car community up here, and I think it might be a cool thing to do. So we're gonna give it a shot. This is just kind of a unscripted, throwing it together just as a test right now, just to see how this goes. I have a couple episodes planned with a little bit better production and whatnot, but I'm really just testing out equipment at this point. I don't even know if this one will get posted. So the idea would be that we spend about 15 minutes with the local car people and discuss the car that they bring out and show or drive every day or whatever the case may be. Just interesting people in the community. I think there's hundreds of people around that would be great subjects for this kind of thing. Just to kind of introduce myself, I'm kind of the guy that always has dogs at car shows at this point because all my other projects are in some form of, you know, rebuild right now. So at the moment, you've probably seen me at shows this past year driving only my dog's Nissan Cube, which I will share a photo with you guys just to kind of test how this is working. Um, so let's pop that up on the screen. How do I change? Sorry, I'm lost an option I thought I had here. Anyway, Nissan Cube dog camper built specifically to transport my dogs around in. Uh, it's on 18-inch spinners, made by Dub. Very unique in many ways. This build is. It's half Overlander, half Dirty South, early 2000s. You know, very, very eclectic and weird. It's got hand drawn pictures of my dogs on the side of it. I mean, personally, I love it. I think it's cool. For those of you that have known me, 20 years, you might be more familiar with my 300ZX, which was my mom's car. Let me throw that one in here. Um, this is my twin turbo Nissan 1993 twin turbo Nissan 300ZX. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of it with the new wide body and the new custom carbon fiber front fenders. So someday I'll get to share that with everybody. Hoping to have it back out on the road sometime soon. Um, Pretty excited for the changes I've made and the insane amount of customization that's gone into this thing. Um, Last time I brought it out to a show was 6 years ago, and I didn't win the trophy I wanted to win, so I put it back in the garage and started over. Kind of childish on my part now that I think about it, but we're in the boat we're in. Um, More recently, you may have seen me driving my Nissan Pulsar GTIR, which is coming up right here. This is a right-hand drive Nissan rally car from Japan. Very, very kind of a niche thing. Think of it similar to a Subaru or a Mitsubishi Lancer in the fact it was built for Group A rally. Um, it's kind of a unique car yet again. Um, Really leaned into a Fast and Furious, like more of a Too Fast, Too Furious vibe for this thing. It has full custom trunk, which I gutted completely for speaker boxes and storage of electronics and crazy stuff. There's TVs in the side windows. There's a 37-inch TV in the trunk, so kids can play, Forza and drive my car on the streets while we're at car shows. There's a built-in fog machine that dumps fog out under the car for lighting effects. Just tons of LED lights everywhere. Starry sky ceiling. Everything I could possibly think of to do, I've kind of done. I think that's kind of why I'm burnt out on that project at the moment. It's sitting in the garage with a minor tuning issue, and I just haven't had the motivation to want to do anything with it. So that's kind of where we're at on that project this year. 9 years ago, I really wanted to relive my high school car of the 240SX that I used to have. So I went out and bought one. I built a brand new engine for it, and a body kit and stuff that I kind of wish I would have had back then. So this is kind of the state it's sitting in at the moment. And it's not completely buried in grass at the moment, but it's a long way from being where I want it to be. It's also mostly hindered by a tuning issue. So I think I need to teach myself a little bit more about tuning and custom ECU programming and that kind of thing, because I feel like I'm stuck on all three of these projects to some extent because of that. And according to my insurance company, my daily driver is my 1995 non-turbo 300ZX, which you rarely see me drive anywhere because I can't fit 5 dogs in it. So it's just hanging out in the yard at this point, and we will get back to it when we get back to it. But those are the cars I currently have, and kind of the state of where I'm at with them. I'm going to do a little bit more of an in-depth thing, probably about the Cube in the first official episode of whatever this becomes. I have a plan that is kind of cool, but I need to practice with the software a little bit more before I will be comfortable with that. But kind of that's where I'm at. I've been doing car stuff in this area for almost 30 years now. I got my driver's license back in 1996, which is before a lot of you guys were even born. Crazy. Like I said, I've been doing things like Hot Import Nights and Import Face Off for decades at this point. Very, very cool. Those are two of my favorite shows. DriftCon is also a great spot. I hope to see a bunch of you guys out there this year. IFO will probably be over by the time anybody sees this, but it's absolutely my favorite car show to go to, and I look forward to seeing people and trying to recruit people that would be willing to come on here and talk about their cars at that point. Yeah, cool stuff. Beyond that, I was very into playing Xbox games. You can see from this almost every Xbox 360 game ever made back there, with tons of custom controllers, and it's kind of the storage room in my home office for all that stuff. Big into video games. I'm also into board sports, which I'm not as able to do as I get older, but I do very much still love to get out and ride my one wheel or snowboard when I can fit it in there. Other than that, my dogs keep me very occupied. I'm sure most of you have met them at car shows and around the area. Yeah, so this is the idea, is that we build out a show where we can sit and I can bring guests on and we can talk about their builds and kind of what motivates them and more specifics about the cars themselves, not just the quick overview I gave here. I think it's going to be a cool idea. I think that I'll script it out a little bit better and share it with you guys as we work out the first kinks in this plan, and I think there's going to be some really cool stuff involved. So I'm really hoping that this idea is a good one, and people are interested, and I'm really looking forward to what you have to say about it. So other than that, if you're interested in doing an episode about yourself, reach out to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger or whatever. I will be updating my website to reflect this information. Everything's StophJ.com, StophJ on any social media. StophJ is where you can find me. I'll throw that on the screen probably if I can figure out the controls here. Other than that, this was a first test episode, and it's not great. Sorry, I keep looking down. I don't have my proper computer set up here. I'm just kind of winging this. So, yeah, I think that's it for test episode 1. Probably a throwaway, but I'm going to share this with a couple people to get some feedback. So, all right, thanks everybody for watching.